4th and 5th graders, I have a very special challenge for you. In my mailbox here at school, I received a letter from Google challenging us to do a doodle for Google. Every year, Google sends out a challenge to all the students across America to doodle for Google, to make their own Google design for the Google website. In their letter, they said that our theme this year is When I Grow Up, I Hope, and invite students to draw upon their dreams and imagine the ways the world can be better. Food for everyone? Shoes that can fly? A pill that cures anything? An earth-cooling fan? It's up to your students how they interpret the theme, where they take it artistically, and what materials they use to create their unique doodle. We are going to be doing that creative kindling activity today to get some ideas going for our Google designs. Our parents need to sign our designs, and then I will send all the entries into Google. And here's what you can win. 53 students will be named winners from their state. So 53 students from Colorado will be winners. 5 finalists will be flown to Google's Mountain View headquarters, and one winning student from among the 5 will receive a $30,000 college scholarship, a $50,000 Google for Education technology package for their school, that would be us, and their artwork will be placed on the Google homepage for 24 hours. The rest of the finalists will win a $5,000 college scholarship. After we get some ideas going today, we are going to work on this page that I'm showing you right here, and we're going to start designing our Google logo. First, let's pull out a card. This is part of the activity pack that Google sent me to help us get ideas. So they said to pull out a card and read the question and then write down some answers. This says, when I grow up, I hope my family... ... Our job is to write down a few things, a few ideas that come to our heads when we think, when I grow up, I hope my family is what? Think for 10 seconds and then write a quick list. Okay, here's what I wrote. When I grow up, I hope my family has fun together, visits each other, loves and helps each other, always listens, stays safe, and talks about our problems. On the back side of this card, we're supposed to answer this question with a drawing. What's your craziest idea that just might work to help those things you want to happen with your family happen? So pick one of your favorite things you wrote down, flip over the paper, and draw a picture of a way that you could get that done. I picked the thing that I wrote about being able to visit each other. I live pretty far away from most of my family. I live in Colorado and they live all the way in Ohio. So it'd be cool if in the future there would be a way, maybe with cell phones, maybe an app, that you could create a hologram of yourself to meet up with someone else's hologram. So I drew a kind of weird picture to show this. I drew 2 faces, the state of Colorado and the state of Ohio, and then 2 holograms next to each other with 2 phones and lightning bolts to show how it's getting done, I guess. And now I'm going to take a second to color it in Sharpie. Your picture is going to be much different than mine because you wrote down different things and you have different ideas. So go ahead and draw and color in your idea. Here is the finished product. I decided to color in the faces with the state flag, so a Colorado flag and an Ohio flag. And I did leave a lot of white spaces, but this is just an exercise to get ideas. Hopefully we have enough time to do challenge number 2. The next card says, when I grow up, I hope my school ... This is the same thing. We are going to take 10 seconds to think, and then we're going to write a short list of things that come to mind when we think about when we grow up what we want our school to be like. Think for 10 seconds and then write your list. So sorry that this one is sideways, but this says, I hope my school is safe. I hope my school teaches me the things I need to know to succeed. I hope my school holds lots of friends, is a place to have fun and learn, and teaches me new and exciting things. Now it's time to flip over the paper and make a drawing to answer this next question. How can we make this fun for everyone? How can we make learning at our school fun for everyone? So I'm going to draw with pencil first and then outline and color in with Sharpie. And I thought it'd be really fun if in the future we could get big space bubbles for our school to take us out into space for a field trip. Now my job is to color in as much as I can with the Sharpie. Remember, you might have big ideas for any of these questions, really. But we don't have too much time, and we have more questions to answer in order to get more great ideas for our final Google project. So, if you don't have as much time as I do to color in this much, that's okay. This is just to get ideas. Let's do our next card. This one asks us, when I grow up, I hope my community ... Community means our town, our neighborhood, the wide area where we live, the people we see every day, the stores we go to, the roads we drive. That's our community. Okay, here's what I wrote down. When I grow up, I hope my community takes care of poor people, has fun things to do, is welcoming to newcomers, connects with other communities, is litter-free, and is safe. So, now I'm going to pick my favorite thing off of that list and answer the question on the back of this card. How can we get everyone involved in helping our community? I chose taking care of the poor. And the way that I am going to get everyone involved is by creating a robot that wheels around town and cooks up food for people who need it. And this robot goes home with someone every single night so that they can charge him up and restock him with food. So the whole community gives in by letting this robot be charged and also putting more food inside of its refrigerator so that it can walk around and cook more food for more people who need it. I love this idea. I'm going to go ahead and outline him and color him in. Remember, the ideas are all that matter. The finished drawing doesn't really matter. You're probably not going to have time to finish coloring it just like you want it, but the ideas that you're getting from making these lists and drawing these pictures in pencil are really going to help you when you're drawing your Google design to make sure that it fits with the theme so that maybe you can win all that cool stuff. Okay, next card. When I grow up, I hope the world... What? What do you hope the world is like when you grow up? What do you think that you would like it to be like? Take 10 seconds to think about it, and then write a list. Okay, I finished my list. Here it is. And guys, I know I'm already a grown-up, but hey, I still have a ways to go. So when I grow up, I hope the world has saved all its endangered species, is a place where everyone has enough to eat, is full of love, has lots and lots of trees, and has clean air and oceans. So next, pick your favorite thing off of that list that you wrote. My favorite thing that I wrote is that it has lots and lots of trees. So how can we solve this today? How can we make it last? I'm trying to think of ways that we can make sure that there's lots and lots of trees always growing everywhere around the world. And I'm going to draw a picture of a remote control car that goes underground to feed baby trees. And I'm also going to draw a drone that drops seeds all over the place into the ground so that more trees can grow. And I even drew arrows to show you where the car drives underneath the tree. Now I'm going to outline it and color it in. Okay, all done with this one. So I colored in everything I wanted to. I left a lot of it white, but again, this is mainly just for ideas. I also added some blue lines going up from the trees to show them making oxygen. So cool, I'm happy with that one. Let's do the last card. When I grow up, I hope the environment... ... The environment is really nature and animals and the rocks and the trees and everything around us that makes the earth what it is. So, when you grow up, what do you want the environment to be like? Takes 10 seconds to just stop and think, and then write a list of what you hope the environment is like when you grow up. My list says that I hope the environment is clean, safe for animals and people, has lots of food for everyone, and has clean air. So I'm going to focus on that I hope the environment is clean of litter and trash. And I'm going to read the back end of this card. How can we make this happen tomorrow or soon? How can we clean up the environment tomorrow or very soon? I'm going to flip over my paper and draw my best idea of how to clean up the environment. And I've decided that I'm going to create a boat that has giant nets that strain the ocean of all its trash and help the fish and sea turtles live. So there's my drawing. There's some litter, plastic bags, plastic bottles, and there's some sea creatures that might be affected by it. And I drew a big boat with a recycling and trash plant on it so that the trash is taken care of right away. And here I go. I'm going to start coloring and outlining this whole entire thing. Wow, we've done a lot of work coming up with ideas of what we want the world to be like when we grow up. And now it's time to take some of those ideas and put them into our Google logo. What were your favorite things that you drew? How could you fit them into the Google logo? Think about those things for next time. See you then.